Here is another update I want to inform you about. Hello, my name is Willie Easter Jr., and this is Easter Dead of Dream Films and Books coming at you. Peace. This video is an update on a previous video I done back in August of this year. Now this is the details about the letter. And it reads, a federal court ordered this notice. This is not a solicitation from a lawyer. United States District Court, Eastern District, Virginia, Richmond Division. It's entitled James Ryals Jr., Plaintiff, and HireRight Solutions, Defendant. A settlement has been proposed in a class action lawsuit against HireRight Solutions and Company, formerly USIS Services and Company, Explore Information Services, LLC, and U.S. Investigative Services, LLC, on behalf of consumers who on or after October 5, 2004, but on or before October 15, 2010, were the subject of an employment background check that contained negative public record information such as a criminal or traffic arrest, charge or conviction, civil judgment, bankruptcy, or tax lien. Now this is pretty much what the essence of what this video is about, and also telling what this settlement referring to. Now what this means is that HireRight Solutions was taking background information on individuals who had background records, and they was misusing that information and selling it to a prospective employer. At the same time, from other research that I've been researching for the last couple of months, they also was, at the same time they were doing that, there were truck drivers that had no background records, and they misrepresented these truckers' background information, and they had no criminal record. And they were not able to get a job that they were applying for because of falsified information. Now, HireRight Solutions is a company that does background checks for corporations and companies, and when you go through the screening process, usually they'll screen you, and if you qualify for the job, you'll get it. But these days, they're taking the information and selling it and making a profit, but at the same time preventing certain individuals like myself and others who really want to work from getting employment. And according to the documentation, that does hurt consumers. It's against the FCRA, the Fair Credit Reporting Act. And on November 3rd, they had a fairness hearing, and so far I haven't heard anything about anyone getting paid. Which for me, money wasn't a big deal with me, because even if you do get a settlement, you're not getting very much money anyway. I've done a lot of checking, and done a lot of research, trying to find out how much you're going to get paid. And in some cases, if you do nothing, depending on which class you're in, you probably won't get no more than something like $134. If you didn't really get any damages, you probably get something like 10 to 50 to 16 bucks. That's not compensation for being put out of work or someone using your background information in a negative way, preventing you from getting employment, as well as myself. But I wanted to update you on this and let you know what's taking place. They did have a fairness hearing on November the 3rd, just last month, but I hadn't heard any information about anyone getting paid. Someone made a comment saying that it was approved. I don't have any information saying it was or wasn't. But I got all this other document information that I downloaded from their website, telling you about the case and what's taking place. I mean, this has been going on for quite some time. And I wrote a letter. Actually, I wrote 4 letters. I wrote one to see if there were any damages. But again, like I said at the top of the video, depending on what class you're in, will determine how much you get paid from the settlement. And I sent this letter out, I think it was about a month ago when I sent it out, around October, I think. And I got a response from HireRight Solutions and Company, Settlement Administrator. And it reads, rejection claim, not a 1681I class member. Dear class member, we are the settlement administrator in the above named settlement and have received your claim form for actual damages. Your claim has been rejected because your name does not appear on the records provided by HireRight Solutions as being a member of the 1681I class. However, your name does appear as being a member of the 1681K class, and you will be paid in accordance with the 1681K distribution processes or procedures. In order to be verified 1681I class, you needed to have submitted a dispute to HireRight Solutions and Company regarding your employment consumer report. Sincerely, Settlement Administrator. So as you can see, I received this letter on November 15th. This was a couple of days after November 11th, because they said they weren't going to start mailing anything out until after the third hearing to see would it be approved or not. And like I said before, I don't know what's been approved. I've got no information about anybody being paid. But this is the letter I received in the mailbox from Ryals versus HireRight Solutions Settlement Administrator. And as you can see, it's 2 different classes. They said my name did not appear in the 1681I class. However, your name does appear as being a member of the 1681K class, and you will be paid in accordance with the 1681K distribution procedures. And at the bottom it says, in order to be verified 1681I class member, you needed to have submitted a dispute to HireRight Solutions and Company regarding your employment consumer report. And the thing about it, no one knew anything about this lawsuit until after I received my federal court order notice back in, I think, the last part of July when I got that notice. That's what it came in the mailbox. And I opened and read it, and I wanted to read it thoroughly to get a clear understanding, to make sure that it wasn't one of those things that where you're just basically deceiving yourselves, which a lot of that goes on these days. You have to make sure you get clear information and make sure that what you're saying is true, and nobody's going to dispute you about the information you're giving. But again, I haven't heard any information about anyone being paid as of yet. Anything. And again, for me, it wasn't about money. It was about them putting a face on the individuals that's basically taking information, selling it to prospective employers, but at the same time, hurting my chances of getting stable employment for those who really want to work. Now, if you're someone who's just playing around and want to work, it's not going to affect you. It's not going to bother you. But if you're somebody like me, who went to school, graduated, attended a college, went back in January of this year and took a career readiness certification class, passed it, even though I don't agree with the grading methods they use, but still passed it. And someone who's seeking to get the best out of life, but going to be blocked by individuals who are fearful. They're not afraid of me, they're afraid of themselves. But they really don't care because it's a money racket. It's a way to make money off in people's background information, criminal record. And You're not going to hear this on the mainstream media. Because remember, like I said in my previous video, the media are gatherers of information themselves, and they present the information to the public. But at the same time, remember, the media and the media machine are owned by corporations, and the media is not going to bite the hand of the provider. Not going to happen. And if they do make a presentation about it, it'll probably be brief and be something either at the end of the broadcast or something that they put on late at night for nobody to see it anyway. Because they're not really concerned about it, and it's got no interest with anybody, because it's about people with background records. But at the same time, a few of those individuals had no background records. It was falsified information that HireRight submitted to prospective employers, causing some of these truck drivers not to get employment. From what I read, that's one reason why James Ryals, if I pronounced that correct, went against HireRight Solutions. From my information, I don't believe he had a background record. I think he was falsely accused of having a criminal background record, and he was just basically one of many individuals who they basically just went through the process, and they were just basically just selling information, so like on a conveyor belt, on an assembly line, they just get the information, pass it along to the next individual, selling it, not caring who they hurt. And they willfully violated the FCRA, the Fair Credit Reporting Act. And what I wanted them to really go after these individuals and find out every company that used HireRight or their previous names, USIS, and find them. Find them for giving that information. Find the companies that use them. Because each time I go apply for a job now, my background information comes up. Or when you fill the application up, they want you to, well, if you get a background history, please give us a detailed account of what occurred. And when you write the detailed account down, they get offended. Well, you could use different words. No, you ask for a detailed account of what took place. I'm giving you that. Why are you getting offended? That's what you asked for, a detailed account. So now when I go apply for a job, I don't write anything down. In a space where it says give a detailed account, if you have a felony within the last 10 years or something like that, I write down, this information will be given you in person only. I'm not gonna write anything else down on any application. If they can't talk to me face to face, I really don't want to know it. But I wanted to bring you up to date on this, and hopefully I'll get more information as more information has been submitted. Because I just recently, like I said, I received a letter on November 19th. Actually, November 15th. I think about a week or so after the November 3rd fairness hearing. With this case, Ryals versus HireRight Solutions. And this is the letter I have received. And it basically gives you a detailed account of what took place. And as you see in the corner over here, I received it on November 15th. And it's saying that it's a rejection claim, not a 1681I class member. But if you go down here to the other line, it says, again, however, your name does appear as being a member in the 1681K class, and you will be paid in coordinates with the 1681K distribution procedures. So you see, there's two different classes, but there's three different lawsuits actually against HireRight Solutions for their business practices. Well, thanks for listening again. I'll try to get more information about this. And if anyone got paid, you ain't gonna tell you the amount. Just say, well, they did pay. And if I receive a little old check, I'll probably post it. And I really don't care much. I really don't care about how much it is. I even tell you what it is, because like I said before, the money was not my main objective. My objective was to put a stop to individuals that's blocking people who want to work from working by using background checks from over 20 to 30 years ago, even 10 years ago. You know, if you know no threat to society, if you no threat to anyone in a job, you shouldn't be harassed about your background record. That should be considered private information between you and the employer. It should be against the law for somebody to walk on your job who don't like you and say that a person got a background record. They should be prosecuted for harassment. You think they'll do it? Probably not. Again, my name is Willie Easter Jr., and this is Easter Daily Dream Films. Peace.